The United States shot down a Venezuelan vessel linked to the Cartel of the Suns, killing 11 criminals, leaving Nicolas Maduro in panic.
Just a few minutes ago, literally, we intercepted a boat that was transporting drugs. There were a lot of drugs on that boat, and you'll see that and read about it. It just happened a few moments ago. And our great general, chief of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, who has been so incredible, including what happened in Iran, eliminating the potential for nuclear power for a long time. I think they would have had it in a month if we hadn't done what we did. But he gave us a little briefing, and you'll see, and there's more where that came from. We have a lot of drugs coming into our country. They've been coming in for a long time. These came from Venezuela, and they're coming in large quantities from Venezuela. A lot of things are coming out of Venezuela. So we removed it, and you'll be able to see that after this meeting is over.
As you know, Nicolas Maduro, Diosdado Cabello, and the Chavista regime lead the Cartel of the Suns, a criminal organization that transports illegal substances across the entire continent. Some reports estimate that Nicolas Maduro has a fortune close to $3.8 billion, and much of that money was earned thanks to the Cartel of the Suns. However, despite everything, Nicolas Maduro goes out and gives speeches like this one.
We come from the depths of the people. I have not been, I am not, nor do I ever want to be a magnate or a billionaire. What I have been, am, and will be all my life is a Bolivarian, a revolutionary, and a Chavista. That is what I am.
Look, Nicolas Maduro is not lying. He is not a millionaire, but a billionaire. With a B. But anyway, he will definitely never forget this day. And pay attention, the United States military fired a missile at a ship belonging to the Cartel of the Suns in the Caribbean. Incredible. They're telling us here too. Urgent. Trump says that 11 people have died. Well, actually, 11 criminals, 11 delinquents. In the United States, attack on a Venezuelan ship that was carrying prohibited substances. Absolutely. This is what happened, and Nicolas Maduro is clearly not having a good time. They said this was just smoke. And the United States has responded with fire, just like that. So that's it. They're telling us here. Trump announced that the United States shot down a boat carrying substances from a Venezuelan cartel. Just a few minutes ago, literally, we shot down a boat that was carrying a lot of illegal substances. A lot of things are coming out of Venezuela. Of course, that's the reality. Venezuela is a narco-state. Nicolas Maduro is a narco-dictator. That's just how it is, even if they deny it. In fact, they're very scared. They've become so absurd. They've claimed the video of the Venezuelan ship was created with artificial intelligence. That everything is fake. Don't believe me? Look, dictatorship of the narco-dictator. Nicolas Maduro accuses the United States of using a video created with artificial intelligence to justify an attack against a vessel. And this is his proof. Which, according to the artificial intelligence, tells them that it is highly likely that this video was created using artificial intelligence. Others have tried it too, and sometimes the artificial intelligence says yes, then no. For example, this person showed it like this. I checked the first 6 video frames and found the resolution is stable and everything is normal. His initial analysis finds no clear signs the video was artificial intelligence generated. It looks like a real video captured by a camera. I mean, it's incredible that the evidence these people have given is that artificial intelligence tells them it's likely to have been generated by artificial intelligence. But then the same artificial intelligence says no. That, according to the analysis, there are no clear signs that the video was generated by artificial intelligence. It's crazy. I mean, it's ridiculous, and clearly they're just desperate attempts. They're desperate. That's the issue. I want you to understand the following. Venezuela is trying to convince, well, Nicolas Maduro and Diosdado Cabello are trying to convince everyone else that they don't transport illegal substances. But it's been proven time and again that they do. Guys, these people have been so shameless that a few years ago, let me see, I'm actually going to look it up right now. Paris to Caracas flight, Air France. Let's see. 1 second, I remember this. Air France flight 385, September 11th, 2013. It happened almost 12 years ago. Well, basically the French authorities seized 1.3 tons of coke, and I'm not talking about Coca-Cola, contained in 31 suitcases. This came out of Caracas Airport, Venezuela. Just so you can picture it, 1.3 tons of coke is almost the equivalent of the weight of an adult male hippopotamus. That is to say, the Chavista regime smuggled a hippopotamus or the equivalent of a hippopotamus in illegal substances. Inside an Air France plane, that was the level of audacity. And it's not the only time they've done things like that. There have been seizures many times, on many occasions. Banned substances by the Venezuelan Chavista regime. It's known that they're criminals, that they're delinquents, and that they dedicate themselves to the distribution of substances. But anyway, here we can practically see how people keep talking about it. The Venezuelan tyranny says that the video released by the United States of the Venezuelan vessel with substances being neutralized was made with artificial intelligence. Unbelievable. Nicolas Maduro's dictatorship accuses the United States of creating the video about the attack on a cartel vessel in the Caribbean with artificial intelligence. In other words, they are aware. The level of ridiculousness, the level of absurdity. They could have used any other excuse. I don't know. They made up that the boat wasn't theirs, that it belonged to a criminal group they don't know and that they're trying to fight. They could have made that up, don't you think? That would have seemed like a much more logical excuse to me. Admitting it was an artificial intelligence generated video, in my view, exposes them even more.
The video is made with artificial intelligence. It's made with artificial intelligence. I mean, who the hell shoots at a little boat that's heading toward the American army? At most, they'd stop it, check it, and arrest him. Of course, a video with artificial intelligence, they shot at him, they didn't even check if there was any fish, if there was anything. Boom, dude, what is that? I mean, I don't know if you realize the logic behind all this.
Here they say, the next missile will hit Miraflores, and it won't be artificial intelligence. See, they even ask Grok. That's the issue. That these Chavistas asked the artificial intelligence if the video was artificial intelligence or not, and the artificial intelligence told them it's potentially artificial intelligence. But man, if you ask the same artificial intelligence again, it's gonna tell you no, that it's authentic. It's so absurd. I think we're all aware here of how extremely absurd it is that they're asking ChatGPT or Google if the video was made with artificial intelligence or not. Seriously, it's crazy. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's clear the Chavistas are desperate and panicking. And I think that's Donald Trump's plan, to suffocate the Cartel of the Suns, to suffocate Chavismo, and to seek the total surrender of all of Chavismo. Not just the fall of Nicolas Maduro, but of all of Chavismo. That's what I think. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd love to read your comments below. See you next time.